We're YouTubers. Obviously, you're watching this content on YouTube, and ideally, we'd like to get popular. And with popularity comes, well, I don't know how else to put it, but people hitting you up in the DMs. Right now, I guess it really doesn't matter what you look like. Case in point, very popular YouTuber named EDP445. EDP445. Here's what he looks like. Now, EDP445 is in some hot water. Apparently, he's been catfished by a 13-year-old girl. Now, they have shows where they basically catfish these dudes, making them think that they're gonna, link up and do a 1-2 illegally,
Right.
obviously. And then they show up and it's some D's dude and they expose them. And this was caught on tape. So I'm going to play you the tape right now.
Because she never said she was lonely right here, correct? Yes or no? Correct. Okay. And you did double text here, yes or no? Correct. Knowing, and it said on her profile 13, yes? Correct. Okay. So you initiated a conversation with a 13-year-old knowing she was 13, yes or no? Correct. Okay.
This is your fifth or sixth time.
Do I deserve to go to jail? If I'm being honest with you,
You don't think so?
I think so.
You think so?
Okay.
Did Hobie just answer those questions just just like that?
Yes,
You
yes,
just-
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. You knew she was 13. Yeah. You
This
checked, you
isn't-
clicked them. Yeah.
Bro, this isn't even his first time this happened to him. It happened to him again in 2020. So far, no charges laid against this guy. You're a semi-famous person, right? People recognize you. You're a big guy, you know what I mean? People recognize you, right?
Right.
You stand out. And you go and you DM, like, why would you do that? Like, what makes you think that this is a crime? Because it is a crime. What makes you think this is a crime that you are going to get away with?
You listen, anybody who's watching this video, who's watching at this point right now, is saying the same thing I'm saying. Has this guy never seen To Catch a Predator?
Seriously.
Has he never watched an episode? Have you never seen those guys come in? And I'm going to ask you, have you ever seen that show?
Of course.
Okay, well then, you've seen these guys walk into this house and, approach or whatever, and then Chris Hansen walks out, and some of them give their story straight up. Some of them try to deny it altogether. like Chris, there's one episode where there's a guy who literally goes, "Hi, I'm Chris Hansen." The guy goes, "No, you're not." He goes, "Yes, I am." He goes, "No, I've seen the show. You're not Chris Hansen." This is how the conversation started. Okay, a man trying to see a 14-year-old girl. Okay, so. Listen, this is definitely not the first time. He's definitely done this before. It just so happens that this is a YouTuber. That's
Right.
the only difference between this and what's going on in the world. Unfortunately, we live in that type of world. You know what I mean? It's sick, it's twisted, but everybody has a fan base.
Look, man, viewing public, if you see this guy outside in real life, keep your kids away from him. This is a sick man, and he needs help. All right? Let us know your thoughts, man. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Adeuces. Thank you guys so much for watching that video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Yo, Chris, we got to 200 subscribers,
Finally.
man.
Finally.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to stop there. We have a new goal. The new goal is 500 subscribers. So what I need you to do, I need you to like these videos over here. I need you to subscribe. Right here, man. Two guys doing the podcast, man.
We all know you want to get vaccinated, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there when you get your vaccine. Now, what I would recommend, though, is that you stay away from Vaughn while getting your vaccine, because apparently 6 people got injected with saline, and not it's harmless. It's harmless, right? They use it to actually dilute the vaccine, which is odd, but it is harmless. But yeah. 6 people got injected with saline instead of the vaccine. Do you realize, and this is now a thing, America really is publicly poking fun at us.
No, I didn't hear about that. What happened?
They're
What do you
just
mean
shocked at how mishandled. Like, they literally are telling their citizens now not to come over here in fear that they're going to catch the virus and bring it back over there. Like, this is what they're actually saying to their citizens. Don't go to Canada. Like it's
Like, think about that for a second. How fucked up is that? Places where strip clubs have been open, people are literally gathered at house parties on a regular basis, concerts are open, are looking at us like, I don't want to go there. Like during COVID, like how crazy is that? How much does that show that our country has mishandled the thing? But I mean, I digress. I mean, the fact that they tried to brine humans, I mean, it's I don't think they really had a choice. I don't think they had a choice. I don't think they were the ones that said, "Hey guys, I think we should get out in front of this."
Yeah.
And just let the public know that we let all this out. I don't think it was them. I think a family member or one of the persons who got it had to have been. Because how do you even figure that out if you're a patient and you're getting the shot? How do you know that it was saline? You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
true.
don't know.
Viewing public out there, man, listen, if by some slim chance one of these people that you know went to one of these clinics, please leave it in the comments. I think we should out them. I think that the names of these clinics should be known to the public. That's what I think. What do y'all think? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Two Guys Doing a Podcast. I might be getting vaccinated a lot sooner than you thought. Deuces.
Good luck.
Thank you guys so much for watching that video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Yo, Chris, we got to 200 subscribers,
Finally.
man.
Finally.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to stop there. We have a new goal. The new goal is 500 subscribers. So what I need you to do, I need you to like these videos over here. I need you to subscribe right here, man. Two Guys Doing a Podcast, man. With that.
All right, so an associate of R. Kelly took a plea deal on Monday that he admitted to try to silence one of R. Kelly's ex-girlfriends. Now, how did he do this? But by setting her SUV on fire, right? And they knew that this is exactly what he was trying to do, because when they confiscated his phone, he Google searched witness tampering.
No, shut up. Stop this.
He Google searched witness tampering.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, like, look.
He seriously Googled witness tampering?
Yo, this is why this is so important to know. Dre, why would you need to tamper with a witness?
I mean, that's a question that answers itself.
Right there. See where I'm pointing? Click on that, okay? And then look at all the comments. Everybody's standing up for Kells R. Kelly. Why would you need to intimidate a witness? Obviously, you're guilty. You have a guilty conscience. You know you did something wrong. Because a lot of people that were speaking in the comments, they were saying forgiveness, right? Forgiveness. You're supposed to
God was brought up a lot. Yeah.
Yes. And I just want to say
a lot of religion.
And I just want to say this. I'm fine with forgiving R. Kelly. But first, he needs to apologize. He needs to ask for forgiveness. And you can't apologize if you don't admit what you did was wrong. You can't, and clearly he's not on the path to even admitting what he did was wrong, because he's out here trying to get people to intimidate witnesses.
I mean, that's kind of admitting that you know you're wrong. I mean, indirectly. But go ahead.
But what I'm saying though is when he admits that he was wrong and that he is trying to do better, he is seeking help, then who am I? You know what I mean? Who am I not to take him at his word? But he's not even making the steps to do that.
Besides the fact that you hate R. Kelly, it's just a matter of how many things do you need to happen to kind of say to yourself, this is possible. First of all, this could have possibly happened. Like, there's just too many coincidences, too many women coming forward, too many videos, too much evidence, too much stuff to kind of ignore altogether. But on top of that, okay, we can forgive the man for his actions, but that doesn't mean they didn't happen.
Thank you. Like, if you truly care about R. Kelly, like you're a real R. Kelly fan, try to help the guy. How are you going to try to help the guy? Tell him to confess. Tell him to seek help. Tell him to try to get better. Don't enable him. Like, that's not helpful. You're in jail for so long sitting. You haven't pled guilty, right? So either one of two things. Either you are a true sociopath. You know that you did these things, but you just, even with all that time to yourself in a cell, you would think all that isolation, you just be like, you know what, I gotta do better for me. You would think that would get to you, and if it hasn't, you're just a sociopath. Like, you're crazy, or he's truly innocent.
And if he's truly innocent, nay to his friends for going out on their own and trying to intimidate these people, and nay to that cameraman and editing crew for making it look like R. Kelly was peeing on the person, and nay to those fake court documents that showed that he married an underage Aaliyah. Nay to all of these false things.
And this is what I'm saying. This is why I'd have to go with the former, because there's just, the evidence just stacks way too high. But hey, what do you guys think? Do you think that R. Kelly still believes he can fly? Is he somewhere in the closet? Do you think he's got his dancing shoes on?
Stepping in the name of love. Sorry,
is he still stepping in the name of love? Oh, perhaps he's just very comfortable in jail because he's feeling on some booty.
Stop. Like, okay, why do you do this to yourself?
It's fun.
And then you say I don't hate him. Go ahead, man. Let's go.
Viewing public. What are your thoughts there, man? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My body. Sorry. All right, I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching that video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Yo, Chris, we got to 200 subscribers, man. Finally. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to stop there. We have a new goal. The new goal is 500 subscribers. So what I need you to do, I need you to like these videos over here. I need you to subscribe right here, man. Two guys doing the podcast, man.
So a Colorado judge has resigned after saying the N-word and using racist language around staffers. This judge's name is Natalie T. Chase, and here's what she looks like, so you guys can get a little bit of a visual. She definitely looks like she said the N-word more than a few times. Pretty much, on one occasion, she was in the whip with some of her homies. One of them happened to be of African American descent, and she started to have the conversation, how come white people can't say nigger? Is it okay if we say it with the A and not the ER? And going on and so forth.
Right.
Now, when I read that part of the article, I said, well, you know what? That sounds like a conversation that I might have with some of my really, really close white friends. And I would school them on it, and that would be the end of that. And then they would never bring it up again. But the relationship would have to be there. Clearly, it wasn't there because this person was very offended. Moving right along, we can tell that her intent with that conversation was not one of a positive nature. She wasn't trying to educate herself. She was just being a bitch. Why do I say that? Because she wanted to, like, she wasn't for people like Kaepernick kneeling, you know what I mean, to protest.
Right.
She wasn't for that. Furthermore, she's a all lives matter, down with BLM, and that's one here or there because even some black people don't like BLM.
Okay.
But the point is there's too much on the anti-black shit for her just to be like curious about why white people can't say the N-word. So anyways, this got out, and before it got too blown out of proportion, she decided to resign.
Here's the thing: when I read this article at first, listen, there was a long portion of this article where I had no problem with the questions that she was asking and the way that she was asking them. There was just one little part, and I'm going to get to that at the end of what I'm saying, that was like, okay, I don't like this. This is the only thing that I don't like. But her asking that question in that way, aggressive, yes. But what I want people to understand is we live in a world of not just outright blunt racist people. We have a lot of ignorant racist people. A lot of people who are racist and just don't know that they're racist. Right. They were just raised that way. They might have grown up around people. That's just how they talk. They think it's okay. It's normal. I have black friends. I'm just trying to figure out if it's okay. I have to say the word for you to know it type of vibe. There's just a lot of those people out there. So they might come out And you listen, black people, you might have a white person come up to you and ask you about the word nigger, and ask you if it's okay with the ER and with the A. I'm hoping that you guys have the calm within you not to instantly take that as an insult and not judge where they're coming from, and actually try to take the time to sit down and educate. Because in this article, it says that when that happened, the person that was in the car who had that opportunity chose to stay quiet.
Right.
For fear of retaliation. I don't give a fuck what your fear was. I had a problem with that, because that's the issue. When shit like that happens, black people are sitting in a room full of white people and they want to stay quiet because their job is more important to them. So don't bring it up to me later as an issue when you sit there quiet. Okay, so I'm going to start with that one. Then we go to the Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Kaepernick was next. So Kaepernick, a lot of people had that view. I don't give a fuck how you feel about somebody kneeling for a football game. Your opinion about that doesn't change anything about the dynamic of what's really going on in the world.
Right.
You're just, once again, what are you? You're an ignorant racist person, or you're a blunt racist person, and you have been that already. So why do I have a problem with that? It didn't change the NFL. They didn't do nothing different. You know what I'm saying? They highlighted something which has been known forever. But once again, people spoke about it. It had its moment, and then now people are quiet about it. And the NFL has moved on. So I don't have no problem with that either, because nobody else does.
Okay. All right. Okay? Fair.
Let's move on. All lives matter. I could say it's the same thing as the Kaepernick thing, but in my view, to say all lives matter, you're kind of denouncing Black Lives Matter. How else am I supposed to take it? This thing exists, and you made up something that's totally different. Why would you do that? It has to be because you don't agree with the first thing. It has to be, right? All lives matter, people. Come on, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Stop it right now. So people feel that way. She's entitled to feel that way. Clearly, from the first time when she's asking about using the N-word and not saying N-word, she's saying nigger. Clearly, she has a way of feeling about these things, so that doesn't surprise me either. Let me tell you where my problem came in now. My problem came in with the judge thing, when it said that after she said the all lives matter, somebody actually did try to take the time to educate her.
Right.
It said that one of the coworkers who was there, I'm not sure what the person's name was, thank you to whoever you were, because you have to understand, this is a judge. So if we're talking about her coworkers, we're talking about other judges here.
Right.
We're talking about
at least people within the legal system.
It's not Beth who serves drinks at Ben's Diner down the street, homie. We're talking about legal minds that are probably elderly. None of these judges are young, so they gotta be grown. A lot of experience with it too. So these are not dumb people. Okay, so I'm glad somebody took the time to educate. It's the fact that they took the time to educate and she didn't take that in after, and then something happened after that totally changed my opinion of the article. And it's crazy how I think it was like 5 or 6 words which said that somebody explained it and she didn't take it in, totally flipped my whole mind about the article, because you see what my thinking was with the rest of the thing. Right. So that's my problem with not just this article, but just this whole situation in general. First of all, black people are too sensitive. In order to have the difficult conversation, it doesn't just mean difficult for the white person. It has to be difficult for you as well. It has to be uncomfortable for you as well, because only in discomfort can you gain more comfort. That's the only way we find it. Everything that we've learned how to do at one time was uncomfortable to us. We were unfamiliar with it. We had no knowledge of it. And you take the time to learn, to make yourself comfortable with it. So it has to start off that way. So a white person coming up to you and asking you about the N-word and saying nigger, that's not an insult. Stop it. Stop being so sensitive. Talk to them first and then gauge. Because it could be. It could be. But sometimes it's not. You know what I mean?
No, I totally dig that. I totally dig that. If a person is coming up to you genuinely and they're just really wanting to know, that's no reason to chew their head off. You know, once you explain it to them, if their reaction is just as far as, okay, I understand that makes sense.
Right.
Never coming out of my mouth again. Or if their reaction is, come on, nigga.
Right. See, you're going to be able to gauge it from a conversation, though. Not just judging off bat how the person's going to react. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So, and the thing is also, hold on, just real quick. The other thing is just like with the education portion, not enough people are willing to take in the education once they get it because they already feel like they know it. I'm talking about white people here. They already feel like they know enough.
Yeah, you can't
so
tell
they
them
don't really
shit.
want it. They don't want to take it anymore. I've heard that already. I've seen it on TV. Okay, well, I'm telling you now because you're not getting it. So you have to be able, as the white people, you have to be able to take it in what people are saying without being offended. Because even though it's not against you, some people don't get offended, but some do. Don't get offended by it. It's not you personally. We're having a conversation.
Well, one thing I could tell you is Judge Chase, or former Judge Chase, she definitely looks like a chick that watches a lot of black porn. So
that is a 7 head. That is not a 4 head. That is look. There's a line. There's a line literally separating the forehead from the other 3 levels of head. That's crazy.
Oh my God. Well,
that's crazy.
Viewing public, I want to know your thoughts on this. For starters, do you think she watches a lot of black porn? I'm joking. But also, have you had any?
Put that in the video.
Also, have you had any conversations? If you are black, have you had any real conversations with your white friends about the N-word? White people in this day and age, do you still not understand? Like, do you still? Hey, and I'm not trying to poke fun. I'm being real here. White people in this day and age, 2021, do you still not understand why that word is so hurtful? Is there still some confusion around when it is appropriate to use that word? Because the answer is real short. But
I mean, leave it in the comments.
Yeah, but
I educate you.
Yeah, I really don't think I should have to. But let's have the open dialogue. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, it is very important that you answer this question. Do you think she watches a lot of black porn?
Do you think that her and the Joker's dad, like, do you think she's Joker's mom? Just based on that picture,
she could be.
Do you think she could be Joker's mom? Wow, she really has beady eyes. Sorry.
Oh my God, 2 guys doing a podcast, and
they need to fire her hairstylist as well because that is wow, that hairstyle.
Dre, you're horrible. Deuces, yo.
No, I'm just saying. The plantation she lives on, in her mind, the barber there sucks. I'm just saying.
Thank you guys so much for watching that video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Yo, Chris, we got to 200 subscribers, man.
Finally.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to stop there. We have a new goal. The new goal is 500 subscribers. So what I need you to do, I need you to like these videos over here. I need you to subscribe right here, man. 2 guys doing the podcast, man.